Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and yes, I'm standing up. All will be explained tomorrow why I'm standing up, but I've just recorded another video and I can't be arsed sitting down now. I don't know. It's time to predict another game, it's time to preview another game, and that is the game against Hamilton tomorrow night at Celtic Park. I don't even know where I stand anymore. Funny, because I'm standing. In all seriousness, I don't know where I stand anymore in terms of what to predict with Celtic and what to expect with Celtic, because we've just become so used to now seeing a team which is clearly just falling apart at the seams, and I just don't know. Before we do go any further with the video, make sure to check out the top line of the description where you can download the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app will tell you everything you need to know ahead of all the Scottish Premiership games this week. You can get your live news, your transfer rumours, your live scores, everything that you need in the one place. It's a very good app, and of course they've been helping out the channel for the last couple months. So go to the top line of the description, download using my link, and you're helping both me and the channel sponsors out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So obviously Celtic come into this game after back-to-back draws with Martindale's Livingston, and look, David Martindale, one thing I want to say very quickly, because I feel like I wanted to talk about it so much on the channel, is thank God he's passed the fit and proper test. I'm very happy for him, and I wish him all the best at Livingston. I hope they do well in the cup final too. You know, I was kind of apprehensive to see what the result would be. I was, you know, for someone who has no allegiance to Livingston whatsoever, I would have been absolutely gutted if he didn't get that job, if he wasn't allowed to continue on with the job. So, yeah, shout out to Martindale. Well done, mate. And I'm looking forward to seeing Livingston go on this season, see if they can keep it up. But, yes, Celtic off the back with 2 draws with them. You know, an easier game, you could say now, with Hamilton at Celtic Park. But is that the way that Celtic fans can look at games now? Can we even look at a game against Hamilton at Celtic Park and think to ourselves, yeah, we've got a bit of an easier tie, here's a chance to get 3 points? I don't think so. There is, you know, so much evidence to suggest that Celtic will struggle with this game tomorrow night. And let's talk about one thing which kind of shows the kind of crumbling display of affairs that we have at the club. Jeremy Frimpong looks set to leave. And I don't know by the time this video comes up how much more we'll know about the transfer, but I've spoke about it in the channel already in a live show. It looks as though he's going to leave the club, go to Bayer Leverkusen, I think it is. And, you know, that's that. But a player who was so happy at this club, you know, only a matter of months ago, a player who had so much potential at the club, and someone who we'd never expect to be part of the group of players leaving in the next few months, is now just gone like that, and apparently has wanted to leave the club for 6 or 7 weeks. That right there, to me, just signals everything that is wrong with the club at the minute. It's crazy, you know. Frimpong leaving, who else is going to go now? Because we all knew that we were going to see the likes of Ayer and Cham, Edouard, maybe leave the club over the next few months, either this window or the next window. That was always going to happen, but Jeremy Frimpong was never part of that. So how big a job is this whole redevelopment, rebuild going to be now over the next few months, if players like Frimpong, who were so happy here, are now gone and don't want to be here? You know, how many other players that we don't know about want to be gone? It's disastrous at the minute, what's happening with Celtic. And, you know, the confidence isn't high, and that's why I don't see why we should be confident as fans heading into a game against Livingston, because clearly the confidence and the motivation and the encouragement is not high within the players. To me, it's as simple as a situation that Wall should be looking at this, and Desmond should be looking at this and going, right, we need to make clear change now. And I know it's not as easy as just going, right, Lennon away, there's someone there, put them in and bring them in straight away and it's going to be fixed. I know that's not the situation, that's not what's going to happen, but we need to start this rebuild as soon as possible. We need to encourage players to be here. We need a manager who's going to encourage these players to be here. And that man is not Neil Lennon. And I don't know how many times we're going to have that conversation over the next few months. But it's crazy to think that there will be an exodus of players that we didn't expect, if Frimpong is any indication to go by. On to the game itself. How will Celtic play? How will we be in this game? Look, once again, it's that situation now. I have grown used to seeing Celtic go out and hope for the best. Against Livingston, there never seemed to be much of a game plan. More so in the second game, we looked a bit better. At Almondvale, we looked a little more organised at times. I think there was a plan and that was pass the ball around patiently. There was a bit of a shape there, but as soon as Livingston got back in the game and they started taking a bit more of the upper hand, You know, that once again, we've seen the Celtic we've been used to seeing this season come out to play, and that was, you know, just kick the ball to David Turnbull or someone else and hope for a moment of magic and hope for the best. Honestly, is what I see happening against Hamilton tomorrow. When you look at us defensively, I'm very certain that Hamilton are going to have a very good few chances from set pieces. I think that's a very safe bet at this point. And ultimately, I just don't know what to expect in terms of on the park. The last time we played Hamilton at Celtic Park, we were very good. We won 5-1. It was the opening game of the season. When we watched that game, we were certain that we were going to be going on to challenge for the title this year. And now we find ourselves in this position. So I think it's going to be a very dark, complexion of those two games. I think we're going to see a very big difference. It's not going to be a comfortable 5-1 win in my eyes. Instead, it's going to be a game where, Hamilton will be coming fancying their chances of taking a point. Of course, we didn't play Hamilton long ago either. We played them in Boxing Day last year and we won 3-0. It was very sort of straightforward for us, and a lot of people I think will be taking that mindset in this game as well, but I just am refusing to get ahead of myself in any situation with Celtic nowadays. I just don't think that we can do it as easily as we should be doing it. And all the points are there. People can call me as pessimistic as they like, but until that I see a drastic improvement on our structure on the park and our game plan on the park, I don't think I'm going to be confident of us going out to win 3-0 against teams like Hamilton, because it just seems like defensively we're a shambles. Moving forward we're relying on Turnbull. We don't have a striker scoring goals at the minute. What indication is there to us winning 3-0 at the weekend? Tomorrow night? I just don't see it. Hamilton come into the game off the back of some mixed results. A big win against rivals Motherwell, 3-0 in fact. A loss as well, and the last game a draw with Dundee United. Brian Rice will be looking to finally get a good result against Celtic now. I don't know how much Hamilton fans will be fancying their own chances, but you know what? If they look at any the sort of way that Livingston have set up over the past two games, or they look how Hibs set up coming to Celtic Park, of course they don't have the same quality in the team. Let's address that straight away. Hamilton can't match anywhere near the quality Hibs offer, and they probably can't match the quality even Livingston offer. But if they can match the same style that they brought and frustrate Celtic in the same ways, and they make as an uncomfortable job as possible for the Celtic defence, they are capable of coming to Celtic and doing some damage tomorrow. Ultimately, it is a game we should be winning though, and I'll be kind of optimistic for a moment. It's a game that Celtic should be going out and being able to wipe the floor with someone. I just don't see it happening. We have the quality there. When you put the two teams together, it is a team that should be wiping the floor with Hamilton. Will it happen? I don't think so. It's got very much the chance of it because of how good the Celtic squad is in comparison. It's just a weird one. I just don't know how to feel as a Celtic fan at the minute. I think that has been in every single match preview I've done for the last 3 months. There is this sense of uncertainty around every game, and it's frustrating, it's annoying. I don't quite know what to expect. As for the team predictions, well, Frimpong's off, so where are we going for the next few months in terms of right back? Is Christopher Ajer going to be over on that right hand side? Is Tony Ralston going to be starting? Look, yes, I don't mind Ajer being on the right hand side. He's looked good on the right hand side when we've had to do it. But we should never be in the position as Celtic Football Club where we have to be playing a centre half at right back for more than 1 week, 2 weeks. It's shambolic. We are so thin on the ground. And let's just remember, if Ajer plays at that right back role, right, we have two centre halves, and one's not even a centre half. It's Duffy and Beaton. Two of them's not centre halves. I just can't understand how we're in this situation. Julian is of course injured for quite a while now, which means we've got to rely on Beaton stepping in and being a centre half. But if we play Ajer on that right hand side, we're leaving ourselves incredibly thin there. And I know people can say, got Stephen Welsh and such who can come in, but you're talking about first team players here. We're so thin in the ground. Reinvestment has to be made. Without Frimpong, it's going to create a big problem at the back for Celtic as to who plays. And it's just, the season is just going from bad to worse every single day. I don't know how much worse it can get, but Celtic managed to do it. Apart from that, I expect basically an identical side to who played Livingston the weekend. I think that Celtic will, try and field that team as many times as they possibly can when they can get Edouard back in as well, put Edouard back in. I think we'll try and field that team as many times as possible and just hope for the best, considering we've got Julian out and injured and Brown's out suspended for this game as well, of course. It's just, I just don't even know. I think that we're just going to put that out when it's going to hope that his job stays intact. And of course, we're still waiting for the result of this review, if it's even happening. To me, at this point, it just seems like this massive fucking joke that they've got up to the Celtic fans, just to hope that, just to leave us hoping that there'll be a chance of Lennon getting sacked. If we don't win tomorrow, I'm not even going to say it. What is the point of me saying if we don't win tomorrow, that's got to be it? Because we've been saying it for months. Anyway, that's my kind of preview predictions. I'm going to go 1-0 Celtic. I'm not going to get optimistic of a 3-4-0 scudding. I think 1-0 is a kind of reasonable prediction considering how we're playing at the minute. So I'm going to go with that. That's me now, because I'm fed up standing up. I'm swaying side to side. I'm a bit dancing here. So if you've enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out tomorrow's video for a big announcement in terms of giving back to you guys. And I'll see you all next time.